What if you cannot feel anger? Anger is a body intensity, a body emotion, an energy that wants to come out of you. And you can know in your mind that you're angry, but you don't get your body, your emotions involved in this. This happens to quite a lot of people that somehow manage to disconnect from this kind of energy. And anger is an energy that wants to come out, be expressed, to stop something you don't want, to get something that you want. Anger is an active, hot kind of energy that you push into a focus that you got angry about. Now, if you cannot feel anger, it means that you can be aware that you are being exploited, humiliated, hurt, reduced, or whatever that people do to you. And you can be aware of it, but it's only appearing in your mind and you have no connection to what your belly is producing. Not feeling angry this way may mean that you are accumulating old anger in great quantity, especially in your belly, because this is where anger is boiling, and that you're actually walking around with a lot of old anger accumulated, and it's there, making you heavy, making you depressed, making you unable to deal with real life situation where you need anger to protect yourself, to defend yourself, to avoid something that you don't agree. How do people that don't feel anger do this? First, on a very physical level, it means that they must disconnect their heads from their body. There is something that is done in the jaws, in the neck, in the eyes, that in a way I float above the reality. I look at it, I understand it, I can explain it. I may even have solutions of how to solve this, but there is no genuine emotional experience that is involved at all. So this disconnection is done many times by raising the shoulders, stopping breathing to the chest, contracting the belly to make sure that nothing will come out of there, especially not spontaneously like no, or refusing, or pushing away something. This is not allowed now. How come we manage to disconnect this way? So there are a few things here. One, you may have been educated that if you're angry, you're going to get punished in a way that you decided never to get angry because the punishment was so bad. So this is one real possibility, because most children are not allowed to be angry. And grown-ups, of course not. It's against all cultural rules. So we are all learning in a way to keep our anger in check. And many times when it's very intense what we learn, we manage to totally not feel it. Now, what is missing there? Missing the emotional experience of situations. It's like you're very shallow in this way. You cannot really say no to things, but when you don't really say no to things, you cannot really say yes to things, because it's all like the same. You cannot distinguish between a friend and an enemy, because you don't feel, if an enemy attacks you, you don't feel anger, you don't protect yourself. If a friend tries to be compassionate, okay, you may relate to it in the same way, because when we disconnect from anger this way, we have to cut off a lot of our connection to all the other emotions that we may feel. Because in our body, emotions are produced in our belly and expand in the body to be felt. When you block anger this way, you also block many other kinds of subtle emotions. You actually become flat and dry in this sense, because nothing can really provoke you, touch you, or influence you in a way that wakes up this energy in you. So if you don't feel anger, okay, you can start by becoming aware of what you're doing in your body in a situation where your mind tells you you should be angry, but you cannot feel it. Notice the efforts in your neck, in your jaws, in your eyes, how you don't breathe. And try just to relax all of this and breathe deeply and agree to feel something you don't know how to feel, but if your belly is relaxed and you're breathing and you're very attentive to what you're feeling, you may start to discover your anger that is hiding there. And I think we all need it for our lives. So not in great quantities and not zero quantities, because both hurts us. So pay attention to how you don't feel the anger. You're doing something. You're doing something with your muscles, with your breathing, with your stance, with your shoulders, with your neck. Don't do that. Breathe deeply and see what happens.